What up, players? It's WarbossTae up in his mug doing a wrap-up video of my Warmachine project here. As you can see, I've got a Protectorate of Minnow army and a Khaid Empire army, Khaidian Empire army. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little overview and look at all of them. And so let's begin. So here we've got the Man of War Shock Troopers and Commander Sorsha for the Khaid Empire, and you can see that I tried to take the Khaid color scheme, which is that very nice candy colored red, and bring it down to Sorsha's scale, as well as change the aesthetic of going from big, beefy, slick, and sleek armor plates to flowy cloth and material and fabric that is on Sorsha's clothes. So I had a lot of fun painting all of these models up. You can see the tutorials to see how I did them if you're interested in replicating my color scheme. And the only difference from the Privateer Press models was that I added a little bit of object source lighting and yellow glow to the inside of the vents on their chest, as well as on their bagpipes. I thought it'd be bagpipes. Hey, lady! Their pipes on their backs, because I thought it would be interesting to see a little bit of that furnace glow on these guys as they're tromping across the field. And here you've got the two heavy warjacks for the Khaid faction that come in the starter set. A lot of fun to paint. As I said in the tutorial for these guys, you might want to be careful and extra careful with the mold lines, because they are a doozy on all of these, and they're easy enough to find. They're not that easy to clean, so you're gonna need to get in there with a Dremel tool, a fine Dremel tool, and sand it down, or just get your modeling or hobby knife. Make sure you've got a sharp tip and go in it extra careful. It's kind of like playing Operation with these guys. Beautiful figures. I love the sweeping armor plates they've got on the back of them, and I love how underneath them you can really paint the inner workings and the gears of that silver metallic bits that they've got there. Beautiful models. Had a lot of fun painting these guys. Okay, onto the Minnow. These three Minnow jacks I did while I was on my trip to Hawaii earlier this year. There's not much to say about them, except that I really kind of, I don't want to say perfected, but I settled on my color scheme using these guys as my test subjects. And that color scheme you'll see carries over to the rest of the Minnow army, which is nice, clean, bone white on the armor plates, bright burnished gold for all of the gold pieces, and very rich reddish purple for all of the trim. And that's because most of the Minnow pieces that I've seen don't really, they say this like a scarlet or a deep heavy scarlet, but I found them to be more of a purple red, so that's why I decided to go with that. And also because that red looks completely different from the bright cherry red of the Khaid Empire army. So you really can tell the difference. There's no mistaking which side is which, and that is going to look really good on the battlefield. Alright, moving on to the Exemplar Cinerators and High Exemplar Krails. These guys are great fun to paint. You can tell if you check out the tutorial that I put up for them. Beautiful figures, again, using that bone white contrasted with the bright gold. And the only difference being that the robes are more of a grayish white, or a white that fades down to gray. And I think it works really, really well contrasted off of the bone or tan armor plates, which kind of fade down into a nice sepia brown. The beautiful thing about this model, the leader of the Cinerators, is he's got a little bit more decoration. He's got gems on the shoulder pad, which I painted red, and he's got a little bit of some parchment scroll work, which you could do on his shield there. So beautiful models. I had a lot of fun painting them up. I'm going to be shipping them off to the client tomorrow, Monday morning, and I just had a lot of fun painting this set, you guys. So stay tuned. I have one more thing to do with the Warmachine, and that is a Crix Force, and I'm really looking forward to that because it's completely different aesthetic. I love how just like in any war game, the factions should be completely different looking to each other. The aesthetics should always be different, and I'm looking forward to seeing what kind of creepy Crix stuff we can do. Maybe that will be my Spookytoberfest project. But I had a lot of fun painting it up. If you are interested in getting some work commissioned by my studio, please let me know. WarbossTaeStudios@gmail.com. And you can also check out my website, WarbossTaeStudios.com. And hit me up on Facebook. Don't forget to click the like and subscribe buttons if you're not already. And stay tuned for more from my channel. Thanks, you guys.